You wouldn't believe it, ladies and gentlemen, I have been blackmailed. Well, sort of. G'day, I'm Isaac Butterfield, a comedian from Australia, and you wouldn't believe it, people are angry, people are mad, people want to protest. And they were so mad, they were so angry, there was so much threat of a protest that I was basically forced to make a very unpopular decision. I was given no other choice. Well, I had another choice, but it would have cost me a lot of money, and let's face it, I'm a bit of a tight ass. All of this surrounds one lady. This lady, Biddy O'Loughlin, she's an Australian comedian who has been under fire from some very offended people recently because she dared to make jokes about people that you're not allowed to make jokes about. Before we go any further, my book, Betterman, is on sale right now for Black Friday, 25% off. Holy shit, that's bloody cheap. Go and get it. I spent a year writing that thing and now I'm just throwing them out the door. Holy dooly. Go and get them. IsaacButterfield.com. Now, Biddy isn't just getting cancelled. She's actually getting destroyed professionally. Not that she's a professional comedian yet, but she has the potential to. She's getting destroyed financially. She's making a little bit of money from some of these shows. And she's just having a shit time. Friends aren't talking to her anymore. Family members aren't talking to her anymore. All because this group of very, and I hate using the word, but it's the word, woke people are going after her and going after her hard. You see, Biddy O'Loughlin was a woman who made a joke about trans women and they went hard at her. They want her destroyed. So you know what? I made a whole video on it just a couple of weeks ago, and I was absolutely impressed by the reaction. A lot of people were like, wow, I really got to follow this lady. She's doing some great things. And even if I don't think her jokes are funny, because comedy's subjective, you have to be behind people who are willing to do the things that other people say you shouldn't do, particularly in comedy. And even if you didn't think that Biddy's jokes that she told that she got in trouble for were outrageously funny, you just got to go in there and say, hey, at least she's willing to try new shit and not just do the same boring shit over and over. Now, at the end of that video, I invited Biddy to open for me in Melbourne. I did a show at the Palais Theatre, this amazing venue here. Ladies and gentlemen, get behind Biddy. Biddy, come and open for me in Melbourne, all right? It's going to be a massive show. It's at the Palais Theatre. Let's fucking do it, lady. It was a great show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. She accepted the invitation, but when the show happened, Biddy wasn't there. I got a call the day before we left to go down to Melbourne. And that call was from my manager, and he said, basically, we've had a call from the venue. And I just want to say this, the venue didn't cancel Biddy. The venue didn't play a role in this. But the theatre in question had received quite a bit of correspondence, a lot of angry emails and phone calls from the trans or LGBTQIA plus community in regards to Biddy O'Loughlin being at the show. And they threatened to protest. They threatened to really just fucking turn up and piss people off and support whatever they fucking support. Now, you have a right to protest. But here's where I take issue with it. If they were to protest and a lot of people turned up, more police would have to arrive. And the people who have to pay for those police is me and the venue? It doesn't make any sense. So the venue contacts my manager, my agent, and says, mate, we're going to have to put on a shitload more security. It's going to cost us the best part of 10 grand just to have Biddy on, because we need extra security. So if there are protests, we can protect everyone and keep everyone happy so the police don't have to get called and we don't have to pay a $50,000 fine or whatever it happens to be. And I very much respect Biddy, and I think what she's doing is good. Whether you like her jokes or not, doesn't matter. She is doing what she thinks is funny, and that is fucking great. She's a young woman in comedy who's pushing the boundaries, and as far as I'm concerned, in Australia, there are none who are doing that. I like her. I think she's a nice person, but I don't like 10 grand's worth of her for security. So I called Biddy and I apologized sincerely. She'd already booked flights and she was already sorted out with babysitters. This is a young mum, by the way, a young single mum who travels around doing shows. I called her and I apologized and I said, this is what's happening. Unfortunately, we can't do it because this angry, faceless group of blue-haired fucking whingers has complained so much that the venue's gone, oh shit, we need to fucking put a bunch of security on to keep everybody safe from these fucking, I don't know what they were going to do, turn up and throw fucking unused man tampons at people, not sure, but that was the case. And I apologized sincerely and I said to her, but this isn't me cancelling you. I have a plan. And I thought it was a better plan. A lot of people were cranky at me, but it was a better plan. A lot of people said you should change the venue. I was like, dude, it's 2 days from the show. Not going to happen. What I decided to do was go to the very town that she was cancelled from. Remember, she was they genuinely, I know a lot of people say cancel culture isn't real. They genuinely said she's not welcome anywhere. No venues will have her. She's not, people like fucking put their nose up to her in the street. I turned up in her hometown. I did a show, sold out show in front of around about, I think it was like 1,000 people, 950 people, something like that. And we had Biddy open. And here's what she had to say. She's a very nice person. I think you should check her out. We're here in Adelaide, the very town that decided to cancel Biddy. And here she is, the very imposing and giant figure herself. Terrifying when you walked in. I was genuinely scared that this bigot was here to take, I don't know why people are so terrified of you speaking, but they are. Can you give everyone a bit of a rundown of what happened? Why is this whole carry on going on? What happened?
Basically, some non-binary staff at the Crown and Anchor pub got jealous that I know what sex I am.
Allegedly. She knows.
And they had me cancelled from a gig, and I posted about it for about 10 minutes, and then I deleted the post thinking, don't give it to them, don't let them win, or let them know that they annoyed you. But in that 10 minutes, the local rag, the advertiser, picked up on it, and then it became a story, and then I got officially cancelled, and here I am. Now you know who I am, so it just sort of backfires, doesn't it? On them.
Getting cancelled is a good thing. I mean, in comedy, it means you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
It's something interesting. You're giving people something to talk about rather than just spitting out the same shit over and over again. And so last week, we couldn't do the particular show, which was a shame. They said it was going to cost this much, and I respect what you're doing, that you're going out there and doing what you think's funny. But I don't respect it that much to pay $8,000.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're here, massive sold out show, 800 people in Adelaide, your hometown, the town that cancelled you. And we're going to give them, thank you Claire with the fuck them. We're going to give them, no, I agree, fuck them. We're going to give them a big fuck them right now. Biddy O'Loughlin.
Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate it very much.
Good on you, big dick. Well done, thank you.
There's a bit of cancer in my family. A lot of people born in July. I also cut them out. There was no skin off my nose. I've been going to the gym a bit recently. I joined for my mental health. I've already got a flat stomach. I just wanted to stop wishing I was dead. Membership was cheap and the gym's on top of a tall building. You guys have been absolutely beautiful. My name is Biddy O'Loughlin. You can find me on Instagram at Biddy O'Loughlin. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your night. Give it up for Isaac Butterfield giving me this spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what these people do. They've done it to me before in the past. They get everyone together in this fucking big forum and they say, right, email this and copy and paste this and we're going to fucking get them cancelled. Like these fucking whingers. They did this recently to Redux, who I saw on their Twitter page. They said, rabid trans activists have organised a mass reporting campaign and Redux has been banned on Patreon. They do it everywhere. Anyone who dares say something that they don't like gets cancelled. Now, you shouldn't have to critique what you say before you say it just because it offends someone's delicate sensibilities. And you as a person who has a delicate sensibility shouldn't have the ability to say to someone, you can't say something because I don't like it. That is not the world we should live in. And I don't give a fuck if you live in Australia and we don't have free speech enshrined in the Constitution. We fucking should. That should be on the top of the conversation when it comes to the next election here in Australia. I know it won't be, but it should be. If you don't like what someone says, either rebut it or don't listen to it. They're your options. Take one, dickhead. Biddy had a great show. The crowd loved her. She's very funny. I thought she was good, and I think you should give her a follow. She's a young, single mum who's trying to fucking make it in the comedy world, and she's getting every single door shut in her face. So I think we, as a community, should look after her. From comedy fans to free speech advocates to fucking feminists, you should be getting behind this person. Best of luck, Biddy. We're behind you, mate, and we really hope that you just keep plugging away and doing whatever you think is funny, mate. That is the number one thing. If you think it's funny, tell it on the stage, work it out then, right? If it's not funny, change it. Keep doing what you think is funny. If you think something's, and this is for all comedians out there, if you think it is funny, if you think it up, no matter how fucked it is, no, don't worry about getting cancelled or in trouble. Try it. If people laugh, then it's cool. If people don't laugh and they think you're a dick, then it's not cool. But you got to try these things. Ladies and gentlemen, come and see me live whenever you can. It's a fucking great show. I'm unbelievable. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Big dick stinks. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.